You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football Podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Welcome to another edition of Turkish Football Podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll recap what happened in the Week 16, and we'll preview Week 17 coming up starting this Friday. But first, what happened in the Week 16? Well, the biggest thing happened in the Week 16 is Trabzonspor that were winning for until this weekend. Their winning streak came to end in Antalya. Antalyaspor beat them, and as you know, Antalyaspor is coached by Nuri Şahin, and after 27 winning matches, Trabzonspor winning streak ended in Antalya. So with that, after Trabzonspor losing on Saturday, on Saturday, and Sunday, Beşiktaş won their match, came back and beat their opponent Kayserispor in the last 9 minutes of the match. And on Monday, big guns of Istanbul, Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe travel away matches, and then they lost their match. So it was a good week for Beşiktaş, but it was not so good for Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe and Trabzonspor. Now, the biggest jumper in the standings, it's got to be Başakşehir. Başakşehir, ever since Emre Belözoğlu took over the team after Week 8, let's remember, at the end of Week 8, Başakşehir was in 15th place with 6 points. And then Emre Belözoğlu took the team in Week 9. That's when they beat Beşiktaş. Ever since that, they have not lost any matches. In 8 matches, they won 7 and draw 1. They're probably the best formed team right now in the Turkish Super Lig. They're moving in the standings, as I mentioned to you. In the Week 8, they were in the 15th place with 6 points. Guess what? After Week 16, they are in 4th place with 28 points. They deserve, congratulations and kudos to Başakşehir and Emre Belözoğlu. And let's see what happens when the coming weeks, as I say coming weeks, because the weekend matches, Week 17, 18, 19, will be played in 9 days, starting this coming Friday. So Week 17 will start on Friday, will end on Monday, and then actually on Sunday. Week 18 will start on Tuesday, and then Week 19 will start on Saturday, December 25th. So back-to-back, 3 weekend matches in all nonstop in 9 days. This is going to be a hell of a time in the Turkish Super Lig if you follow closely, because there's going to be huge movements on the bottom, in the mid-level, also on the top. Let's face it, after Trabzonspor losing the match in Antalya against Antalyaspor, Trabzonspor gap is no longer that much difference, because Trabzonspor with 39, the second place Cinderella team of Anatolia, Konyaspor, coached by İlhan Palut, they have 30 points. There's only 9-point difference. So when you play 3 matches in 9 days, and when you have players that injured in your last match against Antalyaspor, very important player like Anthony Vakayeme, Abdülkadir Ömür, and you know Gervinho is done for the season, and they have only one guy on top, Cornelius, Trabzonspor. That's the team that I'm talking about. So Trabzonspor, everyone, remember what I was saying? Could they retain the first place at the end of the first season? They might do that, but it's going to be a very, very long struggle if they want to finish this Turkish Super Lig on top and claim the title. That is going to be hard for Trabzonspor right now, even though they're up by 9 points. That doesn't mean anything because, let's face it, we have a lot of games to play. And when you play games, when you play 3 matches in 9 days like this, we're going to have this kind of days, weekends. We're going to have some weekends or games in 3 games in 9 or 10 days. This is going to throw back a lot of teams. That is why, one of the reasons, Beşiktaş, Galatasaray, Fenerbahçe playing in European competitions and playing in the Turkish Super Lig, the rotations messed them up this season, plus the injuries. Now, as we know, at the end of the December, we have the Turkish Cup matches coming up. So that's going to be another problem for teams that are competing for the title. So let's see what happens. Trabzonspor right now on top with 39 points. The gap is only 9 points, and that could be narrowed at the end of the first half of the season. You never know, because if the way that Konyaspor play and Başakşehir is coming back in the standings from 15th place to 4th place, Başakşehir, they have they're only like 11 points behind Trabzonspor. Who would guess that? Not me, because I thought that they were going to be relegation zone team. Look where they are now. So pretty much, as we talked about, remember what I said about Altay team? Another team that was on top in the beginning of the season for a while, and Altay right now struggling. They are right above the relegation zone in this 3 weekend coming up in 9 days. If Altay doesn't win their matches, they have very tough matches. They're going to be in trouble. Mustafa Denizli is going to be in trouble with Altay. You might see him resign. Because this schedule, nonstop football, 3 matches in 9 days, it's going to hurt a lot of teams. So that's it for the week 16. I recapped it. I'm not going to give you the scores because there are a lot of important matches in week 17 starting Friday. We have the derby match on Sunday between Fenerbahçe and Beşiktaş. I want to talk about that. We also have a very important match on Saturday, Galatasaray Başakşehir match, and also a lot of good matches because the matches in week 17, it matters because the teams in the bottom, they're playing each other, and the teams are on top, want to be on top, they're playing each other. So this is going to be week 17 starting this coming Friday. It's going to be very, very tough. Now, Beşiktaş, as you know, Sergen Yalçın resigned. Beşiktaş decided to go for a while with their youth coach, Önder Karavelli. He's the one that won the match against Kayserispor, and he should be there for a while. But I know from good sources, Beşiktaş is looking for coach or coaches in Germany. Another team that is looking for coaches, Fenerbahçe. Fenerbahçe will hire Beşiktaş former coach Slavan Bilic after the end of the first half in the Turkish Super Lig. We will find out about that. Fatih Karagümrük sacked their coach Francesco Ferrioli, and then you might see Fenerbahçe's former goalkeeper Volkan Demirel might coach Fatih Karagümrük. That's what the reports are saying. Now, week 17 starts on Friday. There's only one match. Giresunspor will host Altay. This is what I mean. Giresun and Altay. It's a must-win for Giresun because Giresun is right now. They're trying to get up because they are right now in the 14th place, and they have 19 points. Guess what? Altay with 18 points. So they're in the 16th place. This is a huge match for the teams that's struggling in the bottom. On Saturday, there are about 5 matches. Kasımpaşa hosts Sivasspor. Kasımpaşa is the last team in the standings right now after week 16. Konyaspor, the second place team, Konya with 30 points, will be at home against Antalya. Antalya has 21 points. That's the team that beat Trabzonspor last weekend. Trabzonspor will host Hatayspor. Another huge match. Trabzonspor with 39 points. Hatayspor has 29 points. So this should be a very interesting match. Look for Hatayspor to get at least a draw out of this match. Alanya will be at home against Adana Demirspor. This should be a very good close match too. And on last match on Saturday, Galatasaray will be at home against Başakşehir. This is a huge match on Saturday. This is going to be a do or die matches for Galatasaray because they have not won any matches in their last 5 matches. So they have to win this match. But as I mentioned to you, Muslera, after getting an injury by his own teammate, he will be out at least 8 to 10 weeks. This is a huge loss for Galatasaray. We wish Muslera speedy recovery. On Sunday, we have 4 matches, and Rizespor will be at home against Yeni Malatya. Rize with 13 points, Yeni Malatyaspor with 14 points. See what I mean? This is going to be a fight for points. There are 2 teams in the relegation zone. They have to win. Another team in relegation zone, Göztepe, will host Fatih Karagümrük. Fatih Karagümrük has 22. Göztepe has 14. Kayseri at home against Gaziantep. So this should be a fun match too. And the derby match, the last match of the week 17 on Sunday, Fenerbahçe hosts Beşiktaş. This is a huge match. Fenerbahçe has 27 points. Beşiktaş has 24 points. If Beşiktaş wins, we'll even up the points with Fenerbahçe. And if Fenerbahçe wins the match, they will move up to 30 points. And they will get close to Trabzonspor and Konyaspor. It's a huge match. But one thing, if Fenerbahçe plays with 3-man defense system, it is going to be a problem for Fenerbahçe. So look for a draw in this match. We'll see what happens. But it is going to be an exciting weekend starting on Friday, week 17. So we should see what happens. As I told you, after week 17 ends, week 18 starts on Tuesday, December 21st. And it will end on Wednesday and Thursday, actually Thursday 23rd, and then week 19 will start on Saturday, December 25th. That is the last weekend of the first half of the season. So 3 weekend matches in 9 days, starting on this coming Friday. Stay tuned. A lot of surprises coming up. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. See you next time. Bye-bye.